Hi, I'm Don.
I'm Kathleen. Welcome to our cruise line. We're in Cozumel, Mexico.
In this video, we're going to talk about that ship, at least one of the ships behind us, the Royal Caribbean Brilliance of the Seas. Are you ready for this?
I am.
Let's do this. Alrighty, here we go. This video about Brilliance of the Seas is based upon our sailing in February of 2023 from Tampa. We cruised with 42 of our friends and neighbors with ports of call in Cozumel and Grand Cayman. So, here's the plan. Let's tour the Brilliance, and then I'll share my thoughts on this beautiful older ship. With so many new and cutting-edge ships available, is cruising aboard the Brilliance a matter of classic versus modern? Well, let's talk about it, and then you decide. As usual, let's begin with the stats. The Brilliance of the Seas was born in 2002 with a berth weight of 90,090 gross registered tons. She is 962 feet long, has 13 decks, and a top speed of 23.5 knots. She boasts 1,075 guest cabins and a crew of 858. And my favorite stat, she has a space ratio of 35, which means she is slightly more roomy than other cruise ships. She was last dry docked in April of 2022. So all in all, Brilliance of the Seas is an older, smaller cruise ship. In Cozumel, we docked next to Symphony of the Seas, where the size difference was quite obvious. We'll come back to that after the tour. Let's begin at the top and work our way down. Deck 13 features that signature flying saucer on top, which houses the StarQuest nightclub. The Diamond Club and the Concierge Club are also in there. When we were on board, a silent party took place, which was quite interesting. Outside is the rock climbing wall, and follow the little bridge aft, and you will arrive at the mini golf course. Deck 12 is a very busy place. At the front are the spa and fitness center inside and the running track outside. Moving aft will take you past the nursery and Adventure Ocean, one of the youth programs, then around Adventure Beach and the sports court. Keep moving aft on Deck 12 and you will arrive at the sports deck outside and the video arcade inside. Izumi's is up here too, which seems like a strange place for a specialty restaurant, but hey, who am I to judge? Deck 11 is the main outdoor venue on the Brilliance. On other ships, it might be known as the Lido Deck. There's a lot going on here, including Windjammer Cafe, which is the ship's buffet. I like the buffet on Brilliance because it features food stations rather than long buffet lines. That makes it a little easier to get to the food you really want. Seating for Windjammer extends all the way around the back of the ship and includes an outdoor area, which is delightful for grabbing some breakfast and heading to an outside area that is not around a pool. Moving forward from the buffet will take you to the first of two pool areas. The pool located midship is for everyone of all ages and includes 2 hot tubs and a large movie screen. Continue moving forward on Deck 11 will take you into the solarium, the adults-only area. This is a most unique swimming area, wouldn't you agree? The Park Cafe is located here as well, offering a limited mini buffet and a drink station. This is a good place to get up in the morning and get a cup of coffee. The area also has another hot tub and is enclosed for inclement weather. Continuing forward brings you to the lower level of the spa and fitness center, including the beauty salon. Decks 10 through 7 are cabins, so let's continue down to deck 6. We will return to the cabins shortly. This is the most prominent interior deck of the ship. Let's begin at the front of the ship with Pacifica Theater. Actually, the helipad is all the way forward on deck 6 if you are planning to exit by helicopter. Pacifica Theater is the ship's largest entertainment venue and home to most of the ship's shows. During our cruise, we laughed with a comedian in here, watched a headliner group sing songs of the Four Seasons, and experienced a variety show put on by the ship's entertainer. Unfortunately, copyright restrictions prevent me from sharing the audio. Leaving the theater and moving aft, port side, will reveal the tiny entrance into a very nice little movie theater. It resembled a typical strip mall theater back home. Next, we pass through another unique place, the King and Country Pub. It is a fun place to gather with friends, watch a game, have a drink, listen to live music. You know, pub stuff. Next is Casino Royale. I'm not a gambler, so I can't really provide much of a review here, but I can say that it is crowded and it is smoky. And if you want to avoid the smoke, drop down a deck and pass through the ship shops. Ship shops. I wonder if you can buy flip-flops in the ship shops. Okay, go back to deck 6. Escaping the casino with life savings still intact will find you passing around the Centrum and past Vintage's bar. On the other side are the ship's main bank of elevators. Keep moving aft to enter Schooner Bar. Now, Schooner Bar is a standard feature on Royal Caribbean ships, and this is one of the nicest I have seen. The walls are lined with old sailing ship models and decor. Here you will also find two of the specialty restaurants, Chop's Grill and Giovanni's Italian Restaurant. Finally, we reach the Colony Club at the rear of the ship. This is a second entertainment venue with plenty of seating and, of course, another bar. We're going to interrupt the video here for just a moment to make a very special request.
Please subscribe and hit the notification button, please.
We would appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, back to the video. Okay, shall we resume our tour? Descend to deck 5 aft from the Colony Club and you will be in the Minstrel Dining Room. This is the main and only dining room, spanning decks 5 and 4. It's a beautiful dining venue with dramatic staircases worthy of selfies. I'll review the dining in a moment, but for now let's exit the dining room by moving forward on deck 5 and back into the Centrum. Here you will discover the next cruise office and Cafe Latitudes. The coffee shop offers fancy, barista-made coffees at Starbucks prices. So, with coffee in hand, we move forward through the shops of Centrum, where you can purchase just about anything you don't really need.
Cute! Look how cute! It's a purse.
Then continue forward with coffee in one hand and shopping bag in the other, and suddenly you're surrounded by hundreds of photos of your fellow passengers, and somewhere in there is a picture of you that you want to buy or burn. By the way, you can also walk along deck 5 outside on the promenade deck. So, are you still with me? There's a little more inside to talk about before seeing our cabin. Deck 4, midship, is the bottom of the Centrum, where you will find the R Bar, the shore excursions desk, and guest services. Okay, that's it for the public areas. Let's look at some cabins, starting with our own, which was a partially obstructed balcony on deck 7. Take it away, Kathleen.
We're in 7608. Let's get our keys. Let me open the envelope here. Here we go.
And the winner is...
Yay! Anyone will do now. Let's go in. Oh, too long. Ready? All right. I'm sorry. It doesn't like when you... Yay! This is 7608. Now, to get lights on, where did it go? Let's just turn it on. Come on in. Welcome to our room. We have a lock there. Now it's shut. When you first walk in, you have the bathroom to the right, closets on the left. Come see the closets. Come on in. Hang-ups, shelves, life jackets. Bathroom. Standard bathroom, curtain shower, hair and body wash combination. Over here, you have drawers on each side of the desk, 3 on this side, and basically 2 down here because this one you can use. It has your hair dryer, and then a desk drawer. And that's nice on each side, just on the left, on the right. And then you have your outlets here. Would you like to tell them what all we have?
There are 2 120-volt outlets and 2 220-volt outlets. Well, how about I just show you some pictures of our cabin? Here are some other cabin types. And that wraps up our tour of Brilliance of the Seas. Now let me share our thoughts about her. You know, opinions are like noses. Everyone has at least one. The Brilliance was built in 2002 and is in many ways last of the classic cruise ships built by Royal Caribbean. She is tastefully decorated, comfortable, and easy to get around in. That said, a revolution in ship design began at the same time the Brilliance was built. Royal's Voyager and Freedom-class ships ushered in the modern era of cruise ships. Much larger and with more features. Features like large interior promenades, the flow rider, and an ice skating rink. So, which is better? The smaller, older, classic cruise ship, or the larger, modern ship loaded with all those amenities? Well, that's up to you, I guess. We enjoy both. The smaller ships are easier to get around and can go to smaller ports. In fact, some ports can only accommodate smaller ships due to shallow water or bridges. The newer ships, especially the Oasis-class ships, are behemoths, cities at sea, loaded like an amusement park or a 5-star resort. So, your preferences, budget, and family may determine your choice. All in all, we enjoyed the Brilliance and would gladly sail on her again. Food aboard the Brilliance was mostly good, but certainly not 5-star, at least in the main dining room and buffet. But that can be said about most post-pandemic cruise ships. We have been told that food sourcing remains a major challenge for all cruise ships. We did ante up and enjoyed the taste of royal lunch and thought it was amazing. Others in our group said the same about Chop's Grill and Giovanni's Table, the Italian restaurant. The crew was outstanding and seemed happy to be there. Finally, boarding and disembarkation was quick and painless, unlike other cruises we have experienced recently. Unfortunately, several in our group did contract COVID on board, so keep in mind that health precautions are still very important. Well, that's it.
Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much.
See you next time.